Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Washington Huskies and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Dan Lanning continues to prove why he's one of the best coaches in college football right now. Coming off a 13-2 season, yet another appearance in the college football playoff. He has a great stable of quarterbacks that will be fascinating to watch this season. Dante Moore returns, hoping to elevate his NFL stock. But top transfer portal quarterback Dylan Raiola in the wings. We'll see how it shakes out for the Oregon Ducks in Eugene. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies offense will take the field first. The last time these two bitter rivals got together, it was the Ducks pulling out a close one.
And the level of execution always seems to be on display when these two teams play, right? Both teams normally have a signal caller who's going to go on and play in the National Football League, and it comes down to which team had the ball last, and that was Oregon.
Yeah, and they took care of business late in the game. They handled the moment better than Washington did. Now Washington's had a lot of time to think about it, and are they ready for this moment? This is a good squad. Every single year, the Ducks are good, but Washington's game for this matchup.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's got it on the right, and the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Williams. Oh, they're after him. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to return it. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Ducks offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. He may have a matchup on the outside he can really take advantage of. A lot of teams have attacked this corner. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dante Moore. Caught behind the line. It's Davison. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having Moore come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon, a lot of ground and pound, and a lot of physicality.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll send out the kicker here. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Williams on the play fake. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994 and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Right on the money. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Play action with Williams. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Williams to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Here's Williams. Got his man. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down?
And that's just not the start they envisioned for this football game. First possession, you got a punt. Second possession now, 4th and short. I'm interested. Do they push the gas pedal and be aggressive because it has been a slow start and they haven't gotten things going, and do they try to force it here?
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's Moore to throw. Finds his target down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And here comes the offense on second down. Running inside, it's Davison. There's a crease. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy
breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The run inside. It's Davison. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for space. It's Davison. Got it into the red zone, track down at the 18-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Escapes the sack. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And That's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Sends it back in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bruh, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Got his man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. Gets open down the middle. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Bought a little time, lets it go. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Makes a catch. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Find some fresh air. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down at the 41.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space and couldn't come up with the completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
Washington sends out the punt team. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Gonna run it. It's Davison.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore hauls it in. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It'll be 3rd and long. Reads it, fires complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Give to the back. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Throwing, Williams. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Williams will pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Williams flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Under fire. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Washington stops the clock and uses its 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The screen, he can go. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Williams. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Williams to the air again. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Punt is on its way. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. Still 2 quarters to go in this one between UW and Oregon, a treasured rivalry in both Seattle and Eugene.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Throwing more. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Moore with the play fake. Takes the easy one to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Dante Moore. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Again, it's Moore. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the gun, the running back has it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Quarterback keep. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Lets it fly on the move. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big third down, you got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. He did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. The give out of the gun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this second half, like no points in the first half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Play fake, Williams. It's complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Great play by the cornerback, and this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen, but that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Third down from the gun, Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. They'll go play action with Moore. Gets it out quickly. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Here's Moore to throw. Looking for a big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Going to the run, it's Hill. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Caught on the left sideline. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Here's Williams to throw. Finds the tight end. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Rushes on him, and down he goes.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down, like everything going the other direction.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Red pass, it's complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. He's going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is one of those tapes that you don't want to watch. I mean, I'm not sure what to point to. And listen, they got to take deep shots.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Williams. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Running inside, it's Hill. On the move at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Looking for room, it's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Throwing more. Makes the grab. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Ducks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Gets the back moving. Moore will throw. Fires to the tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. They'll send the tight end in motion. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Williams on the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Here comes the heat. Fires downfield. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Williams from the gun on third down. Caught. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the wideout. Here's a give to Washington. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Give to Washington again.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Williams. Tight end finds a soft spot. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Finding some, got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
Getting set for the point after.
Power for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. So an 82-yard drive there. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking for a crease. It's Davison. Here's a little room there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Second down coming up. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.